Hello champions, and welcome back to ItsDawnyWawnyTime. DawnyWawny is here today with a new video for you guys. I told y'all about how I make my cherries for our tailgate, and just if you want to lift every now and again, you just pop one of DawnyWawny's cherries. Yes, and several of you stated that you are interested in seeing my quick and easy recipe. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make DawnyWawny's soaked cherries. So if you're interested in seeing how I do all of this, it's so simple, y'all. Then y'all just keep watching. Okay, now the first thing, let me put a disclaimer out there. This recipe is not for anyone under the age of 21. That is the legal age to drink in most states, okay? This recipe includes cherries soaked in alcohol. Drinking alcohol. Whatever alcohol is your choosing, okay? We're gonna soak these cherries in some alcohol. So this recipe is only for those that are 21 years of age and above. All right? So now I do different kinds of cherries, but for tailgate I have a special recipe, and it includes simple items. I get the great value maraschino cherries. These happen to be the bigger cherries, but you can use the smaller ones. Just use maraschino cherries, any brand you prefer. I also use a little moonshine. This is sold in the Rocky Mountains of Tennessee, and we can also purchase it in our local drugstores here in Tennessee. Now this is only 40 proof. Okay, y'all know it's government regulated, so you ain't gonna get that 150 proof, okay? But once I mix this with my other ingredients, it is some good old Papa cherry. Hey, yes, right on time, okay? So I have two different kinds. This is margarita flavored, and this one is pineapple flavored. Both of these are moonshine, and they are 40 proof each. Because they're only 40 proof, I am going to add some rum, white rum. Now let's put it out there, if you start with white liquor, then you need to make your recipe all white liquor. No matter what the liquor is that you use, if you're going to use white liquor, everything you put in there need to be white liquor, okay? If you're going to do it in brown liquor, which you can, then everything needs to be brown in the liquor, okay, in the cherries while they're soaking. But this is from Aruba. My daughter and my son-in-law bought this back from me. They brought this back from me when they went on their honeymoon, and they've been married 5 years. It has never been opened. So this is probably real hitting it. This is 80 proof, okay? From Aruba, white rum. And then I'm also going to use the bartender's best friend. We're going to add some triple sec. Those are all of the ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, I'm going to need some type of container to make the mixture in. So I have a pitcher here. Also, the maraschino cherries come in a juice. You want to drain the juice off of the cherries, because if you use the juice, it's only going to dilute your alcohol. And we don't want the alcohol diluted. We want the cherries to absorb the alcohol. So I have already drained the juice off of my cherries. And I'm going to add the cherries. Okay? Okay, so I've got 2 cherries, and I've drained the juice off of these. I'm going to add both jars of cherries. Now, if a little juice happens to fall in there, that's fine. So we're going to start out with, which one do I want to start out with? Do I want to do the pineapple? I think I'm going to do the pineapple. So let me just get this. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to use this pineapple, okay? So I'm going to start out with half of this jar. This is just a normal mason jar, and I'm going to start out. Yeah, see, it don't even burn your nose. It's only 40 proof, but you know it's government regulated because they're selling it in the store, so it's okay. This is a 1 pint mason jar, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna we've added that. We're going to stir it up so it can get all the way through. All right, and then we're going to add the Aruban rum that's 80 proof. Okay, and I mean, I just pour, honey. I just pour because these are going to soak for the next year. The longer they soak, the better they are. That's the key. Doesn't matter what kind of liquor you use. The key is the longer they soak, the stronger the cherry will be. And then we're going to add some triple sec. Okay? And I'm telling y'all, this is so simple. And this is the end of this recipe. Okay, I use triple sec in a lot of drinks. It's the best, it's the bartender's best friend. Okay, so we stirring that up really good. Now let's see what it tastes. Oh yeah. Now that's got some fire to it. And see, as it soaks, then the cherries, okay, they absorb the juice. The longer they stay in the jar, the stronger they get. Now once I cap the jar off, then these cherries are not going to be opened up until September of 2018. Because I have some already made that have been fermenting that we will, you know, eat during the holidays and stuff like that. So that's it, guys. That's all it is to it. That is all it is to it. Now I'm just going to pour this in here because this is the jar it's going to be kept in. And then I'm going to add these cherries to this jar. And once I put all the cherries in this jar, then we will cap off the jar. But y'all talking about some doggone, something that's going to give you some zing. It would be DawnyWawny's cherries. And this is just something that we do at tailgate. You know, we tailgate the whole weekend, so anything that's entertaining and, you know, we out there and we're partaking in adult beverages. This is just something else. And this is just, you know, people, you know, my husband, he loves to pass out cherries. So if he sees somebody look like they're not having a good time, then he'll go and pop them, they'll pop a cherry. And it just brightens them up. It just lifts them for a minute. Just for, you know, a little while. It enhances what you already got going on. On those days when I come home from work sometime and I just don't feel like having an entire bottle of wine, I'll pop me a cherry and it just mellows me out like that bottle of wine would. Now it's not very often I do that because this is moonshine. Okay? I'm just trying to get all these cherries in here, y'all, because I'm going to take them, do the rest and make another batch. Okay. So, that's it. So that's it. that's my grandchildren. They're emoing me because we like to talk and see each other. But that's it, guys. That's it. Jar full of cherries soaked in the juice. Okay? And we're going to tighten it up. Okay, champions, I'm sorry. That was my grandchildren emoing me because they wanted to talk and tell me about their day. So, in any event, we are done. I have put the cherries in the jar, and they will sit in this jar. The jar has to be tightly on now. You don't want any air to get in. And they're going to sit here and ferment in my special juice for a year. Okay? So, that's it, champions. That's how I make DawnyWawny's special cherries. And again, this recipe is only for those that are 21 years of age and older. So, thank you so much for spending a little time with me today and learning my recipe. It's simple. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on trying it, if you do a recipe like this. And by the way, you can use any type of liquor you want. It doesn't have to be the liquor that I used. And you can use any type of fruit that you want as well. It's just easier for me to use the maraschino cherries. But you can use grapes, peaches, apples, pears, whatever. Strawberries are very good. Whatever it is that your liking is. Okay, just remember, if you start out with white liquor, you stick with white liquor. If you start out with brown liquor, you stick with brown liquor, because you don't want anyone to get sick by mixing up the browns and the whites. And that's it. I want to thank you to my new champions that we have on board. Welcome to It's DawnyWawnyTime. Yeah! Y'all gonna see me on camera in a minute. In a minute, y'all gonna see me on camera. But until then, have a most blessed day.